Yo, yo. I see you. What's up? Like on the way in. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button. Hit the like button on the way in, folks. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like button. This gonna be one of them ones. This gonna be one of them ones, people. Yes. Finally. Yes. This is gonna be one of them ones. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. We got a lot to talk about. Good win. Good win. Good win. Finally. Woo, it's been rough. It's been rough. Shout out to Low Key. First in. Shout out to Low Key. Bucs Scud Gang, what up? Devin, what up, man? I see you. Miguel, Ian. Who all here? Jamal, Jay, what up? Chaos, I see you. TB, what up? Cover 2, what up? Day ones. I see all my day ones in here. Why does chat keep disappearing, man? Where we at? Menza, what up? I see you. Rico, I see you. Devin, what up? Mr. Mac, what up? I see all y'all. See, that's why you got to get in here early. Make sure you go to Instagram and follow my Instagram, Tampa 2 YouTube. Make sure you go over there. I always put a little notice out when I'm going live over there first. I don't really use that page that often, but I do occasionally come on in, catch up on my messages and everything. What up? Good, solid win. Good, solid win. One that we needed so bad. So bad. I'm talking about bad, bad, bad. One point in the game, Brady just said, you know what? You know what? I'm tired of playing with y'all. I'm tired of messing around, joking around. Line up, let's go. I got it. I've been waiting for somebody to step up for Brady. I've been waiting for somebody to step up for Brady. What I should have been waiting on is for Brady to step up. We're going to get to Scotty, but I was waiting for somebody to make some plays for Brady. What we should have been waiting on is for Brady to come back to football. And in the fourth quarter, with about 10 minutes left, something happened. Something happened in the fourth quarter with about 10 minutes left. Brady blanked twice. He said, I'm done playing with y'all. Byron Leftwich, get off my mic. I don't need to hear you in my, I don't need it. I got it. I've been following this script all this time, all season. It's go time. I'm done. I'm not going to make somebody else step up. I'm going to step up. And y'all going to have to follow me in my my very visual and noticeable change in my attitude. And it happened in that fourth quarter with about 10 minutes left. He said, I'm done playing with y'all. Shout out to Brady for looking like vintage Brady on that last drive. I just knew we was going to kill ourselves again. Shout out to Scotty Miller. Please give him his flowers. I've been dumping on Scotty Miller I was ready for him to go. Scotty Miller did drop that touchdown. But it was Scotty Miller that drove us down the field anyway. And I don't know what Raheem Morris is doing over there. But if you're going to give us Scotty Miller 5 plays in a row, thank you. Brady, it must have, it just probably just took Brady to another realm. Brady was like, oh, you left him open again, dot. Hut, oh, you left him open again, dot. You left him open again, dot. Then they put Jalen Ramsey over there. He said, all right, Jalen, go over there and guard Scotty because apparently he going to drive down the field. Too far. Too far for him. Die again. Taking what the defense give you. I don't know what the regression is on some of our star players, but that's when other players get an opportunity to step up. Shout out to Cotton. Cade Otten. Cotton. Shout out to you. A tight end touchdown. We don't get those. We used to live and eat and breathe on those. We don't get those no more. So shout out to you. You get some flowers. You had some drops too. Shout out to you. Our stars. They playing hard, people. They playing hard. They just as confused as we are as why this stuff is not working. But they are playing hard. Defense looks so different when the defense got all the pieces in there. And not all the pieces, but they got the pieces in there. Cooper Kupp got out their backside again. Cooper Kupp got out the backside again. We can't have people doing that. But nice way to hold them, defense. I like the sacks. I like the QB hurries. The pressure was there. The defense played well. If y'all play like that each week, defense, we could do something with that. That we can work with. It ain't perfect, but we can work with that, defense. So I give your hats off. I got to take my hat off to you. We can work with that. Offensive line is killing us. It almost made me want to go to the draft and draft nothing but offensive line. Nothing but offense. Offensive line, all picks. Find some offensive. This is crazy. You can see the biggest difference between having a solid offensive line, having a mediocre offensive line, and having a terrible offensive line. Matthew Stafford. This Super Bowl hangover y'all going through, yeah, I know what that feel like, offensive line. But other than that, and we're going to get to everybody else, the drops and all that. Offensive line is killing us. But Brady, being Brady got through it. Took him all or the whole game to figure it out, but he got through it. We saw today a fight that we haven't seen in y'all. And I don't know if just because y'all won or what, but we see a fight in you. Before, we were feeling like y'all didn't care. We felt like y'all didn't care. But the fight and the grit that we saw today is to be commended. Even with our star players playing like complete ass, trash. Mike Evans, what's wrong with you? You got to go to the jugs machine. Mike Evans, you should be on the jugs machine right now. We home. We are home. So you should go to the practice field, cross the street, and get on the jugs machine for at least an hour before you go to bed tonight. What is your problem? Scotty Miller won today. You play like that for the rest of the season, Scotty Miller. You play like that for the rest of the season. We've been waiting on that little piece that you can bring, apparently. But that drop touchdown, now we got to talk about that. You left your feet. You turn your body sideways and you try to catch that ball. I don't know many receivers that can do that. Both of your knees was in line with your shoulders and you were sideways. I don't know how you catch that, but you should have caught it. Next time, try not to leave your feet. You are a fan of leaving your feet, sir. Chris Godwin is a fan of going down to his knees to catch the ball. You're a fan of jumping up in the air and turning your body, contorting your body to catch the ball. I don't know where that came from and who taught you that. Try not to leave your feet if you can. Makes your catch better. Shout out to Cotton. Finally, we got some tight end play. So y'all got the pieces. Y'all got the skill players. And even when the stars is not doing good, you got some depth to try to pick this thing up. So some of us might leave this game even more confused. Y'all could have been doing this already. We ain't going to harp on it because we got a dub. But y'all can have been doing this and we don't know why. It took 8, 9, 10, 12 weeks. It ain't good enough because you got to do more than score 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns. You got to be at least putting up 24. So y'all going to have to build on this. Don't take this and rest on it. You got to build on it. The tackling was a little sloppy at first. The corners their tackling has been sloppy. Linebackers was a little sloppy at times, but in that run game, but they held their neck tough when it was time to. Y'all stop allowing, besides the 2 runs and that 1 pass by Cooper Kupp that he caught, y'all stop the explosive plays, which the Rams thrive on. They thrive on those explosives. Y'all stop that today, for the most part. We need every kick. So shout out to you for making all your field goals. Shout out to you. We need all them field goals. Jake Camarda, you going to give that man some flowers today, Bucs fans? That man kicked a 100,000-yard. Y'all saw it. I ain't never seen somebody punt like that in my life. They was about to have great field position. Special teams changed that. No, y'all starting on the 10. And then that last punt that fell on a quarter of an inch yard line. Should have challenged it. But glad we didn't because it ended up working out for us. Had it not, we would have went back to that play. But it worked out for us. Because if we lost that challenge, we would have lost a timeout. If we would have lost that timeout, I don't know if we get the ball back. Somebody up there is playing strategy. Somebody up there playing chess, not checkers. See, I would have been playing checkers. Somebody up there playing chess. He said, no, we got to say these timeouts. It's looking like one of them. So if they're going to put it on the 20, then damn it, defense, y'all need to step it up. I got to put my faith in my guys, man. And he did. I wouldn't have, but he did. Shout out to Ty Bowles for doing that. I still don't like how you look on the sideline. I still don't think you go off enough. But you kept the guys in the game. I saw you talking to them a little bit. Just a little bit. I need more. I like Brady keeping calm under pressure. That's a different Brady. What do I mean? All season, Brady been under personal stress and drama. All season. Personal. He been going off, cussing at everybody. And initially, I like that. But when it's not producing results, you got to change something up. For the last 2 games, Brady been pretty calm. Mad, frustrated, short a little bit, but he calm. He sit down, he go through the pictures on the tablet, see what the defense was doing to him on that play, and he get back in because he know the game ain't over. See, when you start going crazy on the sideline, maybe that's an indication that the game is out of reach, is over, and I don't know what to do, so I'm going crazy. I like the more calm, more mature Brady. It's almost like Brady knew we was going to have a chance. And look what happened. I like it. I need better safety play. We need better safety play. We can't allow some of that stuff to get out the backfield and runs to get to the second and third level. And we cannot allow Cooper Kupp to do those type of things anymore. We learn from that. We need better safety play. But let's go through the team. Offensive line trash. Still trash. Looks a little bit better with Leverett in there, but it's still bad. But again, it's against Aaron Donald. Nobody can contain him like that. So I give y'all a little bit of credit there, but other than that, we got to play better, period. But I think the more and more games they play together, that same 5, I think they'll be fine. Running back play, Leonard Fournette, I don't know where you at with what you got going on. I mean, you really look over the hill. Like, you look over the hill. We can't trust you on shortage, 3rd and 1, 2nd and 2. We can't trust you to do anything with it. I'm starting to get a little worried about you. Saw Keyshawn Vaughn make a little appearance today, did a little bit, got his ass back on the bench. Rashad White, really didn't like too much what you was doing. You was just, everybody just looked so basic. I just ain't like it. But I think maybe now we can kind of ease up a little bit. The wide receivers are starting our top 2. Mike Evans, you drop everything. I don't know what your problem is. You need to switch gloves, cleats. You're scared. I don't know what it is, but Mike Evans, you are having a down couple of games. You are making uncharacteristic drops. We need them. I'm glad we was playing that team and not one of these teams that go up crazy, because we got a little bit of time to figure out what's going on with your droppies, but we're going to have to fix it. And the thing about one drop is one drop can lead to another drop, if you can't snap and clear. And because Mike Evans been doing this for multiple games, it's almost like that's sticking with him. He thinking about it too much. He not just playing his game. So hopefully he can get back to doing that. Chris Godwin, I know you protecting yourself, Chris Godwin, from the hits and stuff, because you're still a little banged up a little bit. But I just feel like you put yourself in a position where you make it even more difficult to catch the ball. Your body placement, how you try to get underneath the ball. I just feel like the method in which you're using to catch the ball is making it difficult for you to catch it. More difficult. I don't know. I got to watch the game again on the replay, but I just feel like that. But Scotty Miller, man, don't make the fans start believing in you and you disappear again. You done did this before. You done did this several times. Please don't do that. Don't make the fans start believing in you, and then you go back into the doghouse. Can you be a part of this offense? Can you step up, please? Because I feel like if you get going, we got our little quick hitch wide receiver. We got that because we was using Chris Godwin for that. But if we can use you, that'll free up Chris Godwin to get down the field. So can we count on you? Kate Otten, can we count on you? Because we want to. The fans want to count on you, Otten. The fans want to count on you. Rashad White, are you going to take Leonard Fournette job? We waiting on you to do that. Can you do that for us? Can you take Leonard Fournette job? Not get it because Leonard Fournette can't get 2 yards on 3rd and 2. I mean, take it. Let the Bucs and Leonard Fournette know we're done with him. You good. Y'all can move on. I'm here now. Can you do that? I know you're a rookie, but can you do it? Defense. The defensive line, Buenos Nochos, Rochos, shout out to you, man. Shout out to Vita Vea, still being Vita Vea, but shout out to you. Bringing something extra to the line. Bringing a little bit more oomph to the line. Tryon, I like what you was doing, Tryon. You all over the field. You might not be producing statable results, but you're disruptive, and I see it. You're very disruptive, and I see it. I like what you're doing, Tryon. We're gonna show up some of your tackling, but you got the speed and you can disrupt. You gotta get home now. But I like what you're doing. I think our linebackers are starting to kind of calm down a little bit. Still missing too many tackles, but they're starting to calm down a little bit and play their game. Play your game. Play your assignment. Play your game. Calm down. Corner's still looking pretty good. Not really getting beat crazy, but every now and then they'll let one slip. Carlton Davis, show up your tackling a little bit, man. And I think we got something. I thought you was out for a little while, but I'm glad you came back and kept playing. That ain't the hardest offense we're gonna face. Not even close. So the corners and the linebackers and the safeties, y'all got to get it together. I hope Antoine Winfield come back soon. I don't know what's wrong with him, how long he gonna be hurt. I mean, how long he gonna be out for. But I got to go and check up on that because I saw him on the sideline again with that afro. I was like, oh Lord, he's still out. So offensive play calling was okay. I would say about 40 to 50% of it was really predictable. And I'm glad y'all didn't try extra funny stuff. Like the Rams was trying to do, trying extra funny stuff. Y'all not ready for no extra funny stuff. Y'all just kind of kept it to your game plan. Kind of mixed in some running and some passing. But what we do best is we pass the ball. Even though we got a trash offensive line, what we do best is pass the ball. That's the point. So if you run it for 4 yards or try to run it for 4 or 5 yards a clip, we'll be better off doing a quick screen or a quick pass to getting them same 3-4 yards. Matter of fact, we'll be more successful throwing it 3 yards than we will running it 3 yards, which sounds crazy. I would rather, if it's 3rd and 2, I would rather us drop back and pass the ball real quick for 2 yards than to give the ball to Leonard Fournette and have him run for 2 yards. I just honest. And trust me, I understand that we playing against Aaron Donald, so not a lot of people going to be able to run anyway. But I'm honestly feeling like if I'm the offensive coordinator on 3rd and 2, I'm throwing it. I'm throwing it quick, something quick to the side, somebody, Kate Arden, somebody. Kyle Rudolph, I really don't know why you still on this team. I'm going to let that breathe. I'm going to let that breathe right there. Because you shouldn't be getting outplayed by Kate Arden, by Cotton. I'm going to let it breathe. You shouldn't be getting Kyle Rudolph. I don't know why you're on this team. You're not a part of it. You're not a. I thought you was going to be something special on this team, but you're not. You're taking a roster spot from somebody that could have been very pivotal. I heard we was in the running to get Odell Beckham Jr. And I wasn't a fan of it. But let me tell you something. Right down there where we threw it to and got that touchdown, we could have did that on 1st down if we had Odell Beckham Jr. We got a lot of red zone woes that I think Odell Beckham Jr. can solve. I wasn't originally a fan of it, but now if we can drive the ball and move the ball, which has been a problem, and we can get into the red zone, I think Odell can help us there. Julio. You're starting to worry me, Julio. I do feel like they need to sit you down and let you heal all the way up. My problem with that is I don't know if you're going to actually heal up. You're starting to worry me a little bit. I'm just being honest. I don't know what you're doing, Julio, but I need you to figure out something, how you going to get in this game, how you going to win with this team. And phone ring. I don't know how you gonna help us win, but I think you really need to get in this game and start being a part of this team because we need you for real. That red zone and them red zones, if Julio ain't gonna step up, Mike Evans keep dropping the ball, and Chris Godwin gonna keep sliding on his knees to catch the ball. We gonna need somebody else to stand up and really step up. And right now is the time to do it. Now is the time to figure this out and go. We just got a dub. We're coming fresh off a win. Let's put these pieces together now, finally. Is this a tale of things to come? We don't know. We don't know yet, Bucs fans. We got to wait and see. I need one more game, dub, where our offense looks like it did that last drive. And it was all Brady, all Scotty Miller, and all grit, gut, and determination. So I'm gonna go to the comments real quick because I got to get back in there and watch some more. But let's see what y'all got to say about the game. Where we at? Let me see. Jamal said, first live I caught this year. Shout out to you, Jamal. Jamal Bird. Shout out to you, man. Who in homie court today? Rico said, who in homie court today? Mike Evans. Mike Evans. You know what, Mike Evans? See, I didn't even want to do it. If he wouldn't have asked that question, I'd have moved on. You know what, Mike Evans? Let's sit you. Let's sit you and start Scotty Miller in your place. No, I'm joking. People. Byron Leftwich saved his job today, said Bucs skull gang. No. He ain't saved this day. He ain't saved this game. No, I won't give him that. I need to see it consistently. Jay said Kamada and Scotty, Otten and Brady game MVP for sure. Player of the game is Kamada. That's who the player of the game is. You crazy? Without his punts, we don't win the game. Let's keep it real. Without his punts, we do not win the game. That's right. Shout out to Kamada, man. MVP of the game, man. About time the special team stepped up. And that's a shame. The kicker, who said that? Bucs skull game, the kicker and the punter are the two MVPs of the game, and that's a fact. That's where we at today, Bucs, man. That's where we at. Marlo said, why don't we just run the offense with a little more pace, more often? Yeah. I'm with you, Marlo. Yeah. Run it up tempo. That's when Brady at his best. I call that sniper mode. When Brady go into sniper mode, ain't nothing you could do about it. It's all bad. It's ugly. The problem is when he was going into sniper mode before, he wasn't the same Brady. But now when he going to sniper mode, at least this last drive, that's vintage Brady. Is he back? We'll see. Divorce is final. Time to play football. Shout out to Giselle. I ain't going to talk crazy. But what I will say is Brady look a little relieved. And I'm going to let that breathe. He look a little relieved. I'll leave that. I'm going to let it breathe. Where we at? Oh, Marlo said Cup got on out on us twice. I might have been using the bathroom or something at that time. I ain't only seen it once. But yeah, that's probably right. Flowers to the defense. Of course, we giving flowers to the defense, man. Of course. Finally. See, I wasn't here last game, that Thursday night game. I didn't come because it ain't wasn't no point. What I'm gonna say? They played like trash. They need to do better. Of course, say the same thing every week. But I'm here today. Why? It's a reason to. Do we have a quality O-line, man, we could bring up from the practice squad to challenge Donovan? No. And I'm going to be honest with you. Donovan Smith is highly rated. Donovan Smith is highly rated. I know that don't look like it, but he is. Out of left tackles, he's pretty highly rated. Maybe not this year, but over his career and out of the left tackles in the game today, he's highly rated. So I wouldn't go too crazy. It used to be Highway 67, though. I mean, no, I'm sorry, Highway 76 back in the day. But he was actually pretty highly rated. But I think they did okay with containing Aaron Donald because you can't contain him. So I think they did okay with keeping him off Brady for the most part. I mean, this is the best you're gonna be able to do. The man is just a beast. One of the best. Some people, when his career's over, they might call him the best defender to ever play. I know that's kind of crazy shade on Reggie White and all of Lawrence Taylor, all that, but somebody gonna call him that. Somebody gonna make an argument. Dro 2 Real said, "Damn, what's up, bro? Seems like forever since I've been able to catch one." I know, man. Say I'm always at work. I know. A lot of folks tell me that, man. Man, I ain't catch the live. I would tell you this. Most of the time, I try to go right after the game, unless we have an early game. We have an early game, I don't go live because I got to watch. I want to watch the afternoon games. I'm on here talking to y'all. I can't watch the afternoon games. So I try to go after the afternoon games, the 4 o'clock games. But yeah, man, as long as you keep tuning in, you're going to catch one of these live, baby. And I'm going to shout you out. All right, let's move down. K. Iron, number 5. King Cook, what up? I still don't like Leftwich play calling a little playbook, but it looks like him and Tom have some kind of connection. Big Al, I don't think they got a connection, to be honest with you. I don't think they got a connection. I think the complete opposite. I actually think Tom Brady trying to be a good Samaritan and run the shit that he's calling. He's trying to run. And I believe, it's my personal opinion, I think that Byron Leftwich is saying something similar to, if everybody execute these things that I'm doing will work. And when people drop the ball and don't really hit the hole like they're supposed to and dance in the backfield and people ain't running the right routes, it leaves more credence for him to say, this stuff is only not working because people aren't doing what they're supposed to do. As soon as people do what they're supposed to do, all the stuff I'm calling to work. I feel like in the fourth quarter, Brady said, I got this. I've been being a good Samaritan. I've been listening. Y'all gave me time off like I asked. Y'all let me have Wednesdays off. Y'all let me go take care of my divorce and everything. And so I've been trying to be a good Samaritan. But at some point, I got to take control of this because it's getting out of hand. And I think he did that. I think it was more 60-40, Byron Leftwich, Brady, play calling, play selection. I think it's throwing swing 50-50, maybe a little bit more 55-45 to Brady's side going forward. Watch for it. Just pay attention to it. Whatever leg workout the punter doing need to give a game to Julio. Let me tell you something, boy. Watch what I say. For him to punt like that, they're going to drug test him. Guarantee it. They're drug testing him tomorrow. I'm telling you, they're going to drug test him. The NFL do not play. When people start breaking records, shout out to the GOAT. I almost forgot. 100,000 yards. 100,000 yards. I don't think no one will ever beat that. That is an untouchable, unattainable amount of yards. 100,000 yards. That is absolutely ridiculous. And you all on my live right now can say that you watched him do that live. They're going to talk about this record for the next 30, 40, 50 years. And you're going to be able to say, I watched Tom Brady throw that pass to go over 100,000 yards in Raymond James Stadium in front of a home crowd. Buccaneers, you are part of history. Buccaneer fans, you witness history. He set the sack record, quarterback sack record last week, which ain't good, but if you play that long, you're going to get it. Just like the 100,000 yards, you witnessed that. So shout out to you, give yourself flowers for being a fan of this game and watching the GOAT play, especially y'all that was at the game and watched him do that. That's dope. And he did it in the Bucs uniform. One drive can change the season. Who said that? Buccaneers fans said one drive can change the season. Oh, you don't know? Y'all don't know that? Oh, it can. I'm not living off the hype. I'm telling you it can. I've seen it. I watched this game for 30 plus years. I watched this game for 30 plus years. One drive can change a season. When the players can say, I believe it now. I believe in what we're trying to do. We fought together. We battled together. We all went through Brady divorce. And it ain't over, but we all went through that. Not us fans. I'm talking about the team. He wasn't playing his best. He wasn't focused. He was in and out, in and out. And the players had to hold it down for him. They know he should have been there, been in more meetings. They know he shouldn't be missing as much as he did, missing the offseason. But they've been holding it down for him, waiting on him to come back, to snap out of it, to put it, to be able to focus. And I believe in that fourth quarter, something just clicked. It just clicked. And he said, all right. I'm out of the haze. I'm out of it now. I'm here. Let's go. We're gonna see next game. Oh, next game gonna be a good one. Let me skip through. Julio Jones definitely washed. We need to cut him. See? See Julio? See how the Bucs fans talking about you? See that? It ain't got to be like that. You know you can show up. You can show up. It ain't got to be like this. Fans like Jay calling you washed, saying you need to get cut. You might as well. What you doing? Whatever you doing, Tyler Johnson can do. We don't need nobody falling. Tyler Johnson can fall. Geiger can fall. Rashard Perriman can fall. We don't need you to do that. We need you to catch the ball. We need you to make them difficult catches. If you're not going to do that, Julio, get off the 53. Get off the 46 game day roster. We got some young guys that I think could test shit up. But they ain't getting a chance because of you. I was loving the pick up. Now, not so much. Mensa said, I'm sick of Julio Cook a couple of catches, then sideline for the rest of the game. Yeah. He just looked like I don't know, man. Looked like he one leap away from being IR for the rest of the season. And when you playing that gingerly and that's so I don't know, man. I can't do it. All right, let me skip down because I'm way behind y'all. Let me skip all the way down and go from the bottom up. T2, you need to drop a cash app, bro. I know I do got a cash app. I got to find out what it is. I'm gonna drop a cash app, man. I don't really be doing the whole, I don't do the whole support thing because I feel like if I start doing that, then I got to really come with the content and really be making videos throughout the week and all that, and I just don't be having that kind of time. But if I do the cash app and things and all that, if I do really take this thing serious, this YouTube thing, I can set it off. I might do that. We'll see. I might do that. I might do it. I might do it. I might do another channel where I talk about the whole NFL, every team, picks, wins, losses, picks, all that. I might do that next year. We'll see. Just gotta have time, man. Donald Smith just has a jacked up arm. You gonna give him that? You gonna give him that? He did mess his arm up. I give you that, but you gonna give him that? If he was only getting beat to the inside arm, to that right arm, then I give you that. He ain't just getting beat to the inside. He getting beat around the outside, the left side, where he got a good arm at. But he all right. I ain't gonna dump on him. He all right. He all right. The whole offensive line is bad, so it ain't just him. I won't just put it on him. But let's see. It's funny they showing us playing the Rams yesterday from the playoffs and looking Brady from last year till now. You know something wrong. No, like I said, it's just a life. He older in life. That's it. Just life. And it's and he got his stars that ain't stepping up. But they stepped up today. Rams, y'all gonna have to figure something out, Rams. I don't know what y'all problem is. Y'all gotta figure it out. I'm glad y'all didn't figure it out on us. But y'all gonna have to figure something out because what is y'all doing? Y'all going through the same thing we going through. Identity crisis. And y'all ain't got no excuse because y'all, well, we ain't got no excuse either. Y'all got Aaron Donald, but we got Vita Vea. Not saying Aaron Donald and Vita Vea are in nowhere near the same ballpark. However, we do got a star defensive tackle, and y'all do too. So I don't know. Right? Y'all got to figure it out. Y'all got pieces on defense. Y'all got pieces on offense. Y'all got a star defensive tackle. I mean, our teams are very similar. We don't got a shutdown corner like Ramsey, but our teams are very, very similar. Our team and their team, which is why the game was like it was. That's why it was real close, and they was making mistakes. We was making the same mistakes. I mean, we almost look like a mirror match team. But the problem is the other teams in the NFC look better than we look. A lot better. The Vikings, they like 7-1. Then you got the Cowboys who we beat, but they looking good, pretty good. You got the Eagles ain't got beat yet, but they've been playing all trash. See, now I'm about to start talking about the rest of the league. Let me get back to the Bucs. Okay, let's see what else y'all got. Oh yeah, Leonard about out of there, man. I think after this season, man, the Bucs gonna be looking to trade Leonard for that. Because I think we signed him to like a 2-3 year deal or something like that. I think we did. I think we signed him to like a multiple year deal, I believe. I don't be remembering, but I think we did. So we might have to relook at that. Because what you giving us, and look, he got great hands. He's a good running back. But I mean, one of them runs they pointed out where he went wide to the outside when he had that cut up the middle, and he just whiffed on it. He just wrapped around the outside for no reason. His ball carrier vision ain't where it need to be. He's starting to slip on his ball carrying vision. He ain't seeing the holes like he need to. Doug Martin had that problem too. Y'all remember Doug Martin? He had that problem too, where he started off looking very promising, and then all of a sudden he couldn't see the field no more. He couldn't see the right holes no more. It just, I don't know what happened. Sometimes I guess I don't know, need a change or something. Rachaad White doing okay. I like Rachaad White. I think we can work with him, but I think we still need a more explosive running back. I don't feel like Rachaad White is explosive today as we need him. We're gonna need him to be going forward. He's gonna need to be a lot more explosive. And we need a big bruising back that just difficult to take down. Just somebody that'll just drag a whole pile for 4 yards. We need a back like that. It's a back coming out in the draft that's like that. And it's two of them, as a matter of fact. We'll talk about that on all season. But it's two backs that's coming out in the draft that's big bruising backs from some lesser known colleges that I want to talk about. But again, we're getting off topic. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Leonard Fournette. This is a weak Rams team, I'm telling y'all. Yeah, we know that. We know that. We know that they're a weak Rams team. We know that. But we also a weak Bucs team. Oh no, yeah, don't just dump on the Rams like the Rams is weak. It's week on week. It's week on week, and we win. It's got to be like that. When it's week on week, we have to win. You gotta win every week on week game. You gotta win every week on week game. We might not be able to beat your more powerful teams, but if we play in a team that's our caliber or worse, we got to beat them. That's how you stay in this thing till you can turn it around. We had to beat the Atlanta Falcons, weak team. We had to beat the Saints, weak team. We had to beat Carolina and we lost to them. That's what I'm talking about. You get when it's week on week, we have to win every time. All right, let me catch back up. He said, Veritas said we had a Keyshawn Vaughn sighting today. Shocking. I know. And he got some yards. He said the Texas Longhorns. So you already starting to talk about I gotta wait till we get to the off season for that. But yeah, they got one too, but that ain't who I'm talking about, but they got one too. We definitely need to draft a power back, exactly. I wonder if Cole Keith can run the ball a little. I don't know. They got him, they have him in there playing a little bit of tight, playing a little bit of fullback over the season. I seen that. I don't know. He did drop one. Was out of position for one. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. We'll see. 7-1 means nothing as long as you're dependent on Kirk Cousins. I feel you, but they still there. You are what your record says you are. 3 years for Lennon. I knew it. 3 years. I thought it was. Yeah, we're going to talk about that this offseason because I feel like he's a great candidate for a nice trade with some nice picks. I feel like he's a great draft day trade. At the draft, trade a pick and Leonard Fournette to a team that's needing that's their final piece they need to make them feel like they whole is a back like Leonard Fournette. And I'm not saying he's not a good back, and I'm not saying that he won't do great things for us going forward because he can. So if he stay on this team, fine, right? But I feel like he's right on the cusp of where he's good, but he don't show up all the time. And I feel like that's the perfect trade bait because you wouldn't trade away like a great player unless you rebuilding. Then if you got like 2 or 3 players that you rebuilding and you don't want to race their career, you let them go. Then you let them go. You keep some foundational pieces. He's one of them ones that you would let go because he's talented enough to grab some picks from a team, but he's not that great where you will be losing such a foundational piece. I'm not saying over the years he's been a foundational piece of this offense, but I feel like it's starting to change now. So he'll be a perfect trade piece and making something really happen in this draft. And in this draft, we got to go very, very, very heavy offensive line. And I feel like we need to go ahead and get another corner. And I feel like we need to grab that big bruising back young fella to just put his head down and be a crash dummy and just bowl through lines. And that's all he good for. He don't even know the playbook. You just hand him the ball, he put his head down, drag 2-3 people for 2-3 yards. We got to grab him out of that draft. And I think we're going to do that. See, y'all got me talking about the draft. I'm trying to stay focused on topic today, okay? SMB has to be on the field at all times. We need his mentality out there on defense. He a dog. We got some dogs. It's not just SMB. Carlton Davis is a dog. Devin White is a dog. Levante David is a quiet dog. I don't want to call him a dog. He's very technical, but I don't think he got a mean streak in him. But yeah, we got some dogs now. We just don't got no dogs on offense, man. We ain't got nobody that just ain't taking it, ain't going for it. Like Ryan Jensen. What made Ryan Jensen so crazy is he wasn't going for it on the offensive line. He wasn't going for it. We could have used that today against Aaron Donald, but did pretty good. What else we got? He said, I believe Big Buck took over the play calling in the last 2 minutes of the game. Of course, you saw it. When Tom Brady starts standing in that shotgun, that's a great indication that he's now taking over the play call. When Tom Brady runs that hurry up offense and he's standing in the shotgun, he's doing that for one reason: to pilot the plane, to captain the ship. I'm standing in the shotgun. I'm gonna put my guys out there. I'm gonna see what y'all lining up. I'm gonna bring somebody in motion and send them back to see if y'all send somebody with them. So I know it's man or I know it's zone, and then I'm finna eat you up. I'm done trying to be a good player and follow the rules. I'm going with what I think, and it works. So we'll see. We need a back like Derrick Henry. Man, everybody need a back like Derrick Henry. Everybody. We all need a back like Derrick Henry. They hard to find. But it's some guys. But you can't, we don't want that person to be our starting back, but we need that person to be able to catch and just be hard to tackle. That's it. He ain't gotta be extra wiggly, extra slimy, or extra athletic or anything like that. He need to be able to catch the ball, and he need to be just so that's a threat, and he need to be able to run people over, and that's it. It's gonna be hard to find, but we can get him. Said Tom need a better supporting cast. Well, of course, right? You want all your quarterbacks to have all the support they can have. I feel like he got it. He got the cast. They're not showing that they have the skills that we know they got. He's got the cast. So what I'm saying is the GM has done his job. The GM has put together a team that can win. I feel like he hasn't put a coaching staff together that can win. That's what I feel like. I feel like the coaching staff is kind of our Achilles heel right now. It's the coaching. For some reason, Mike Evans can't catch anymore. For some reason, Chris Godwin is missing and dropping passes. For some reason. That's the problem. And I don't know how you fix that besides the Jugs machine. Bucs kick off 9:30 a.m. next Sunday. Shout out to you for telling me that because I did not know that. I did not know that. I gotta go. I always go back and find out when the game is and who we playing and all where we playing and all this stuff. I find that out in the week before the game. Julio needs some stem cells in his. Julio need to go ahead and hang it up. After this season, Julio need to go ahead and announce. He might as well go ahead because he's done. We got to find a dual threat young stud QB in the draft. See, y'all gonna try to get me to talk about the draft. I ain't gonna do that. Not this video. But I kind of agree with you a little bit, but we'll see. I feel like we only have one tight end. We only got one tight end. That's all we got. We only got one tight end. We don't have multiple tight ends. Well, Cameron Brady's hurt. And even when he in the game, he dropping passes. That'd be a dope trade, though. That'd be a dope trade. That right there is a Leonard Fournette trade. You get some upstart tight end that's really been, quietly putting up some numbers and doing some great things, great in the run blocking. That's got some hands on them. That's just quietly putting up numbers. And you trade them to that team that need a running back for that tight end. But the thing is Tom Brady like to go to the tight end. Not all quarterbacks do that. So you kind of got to see who we end up with at center next year. I don't think it's going to be Tom Brady. I don't think he's going to be stopped, though. I think Tom Brady going to keep playing, but I just don't think he's going to be playing for us. And if he does want to come back and play for us, I don't think we should do it. At some point, we got to move on. And I think after this year, we should. So we have to look around the league, just saying, not worried about the draft, but our future must have a quarterback in it. Yeah. Again, we'll talk about that later on in the season, but I'm looking for another veteran quarterback. Is my preference. Don't necessarily got to be a dual threat quarterback, but I definitely want a more veteran quarterback. I feel like this team does better if we got a veteran presence at quarterback, a good quarterback, not no journeyman quarterback that's been on 100,000 different teams, but just one that hits the free agency that you kind of didn't expect. Didn't necessarily go crazy with the team he was with. What is Geno Smith over there doing? Geno Smith won again today. What is that? Where Geno Smith come from? Can we find somebody like that? Not like Geno Smith, but can we find somebody like that? I don't know. We'll see. But Geno Smith been with a lot of teams too. I don't necessarily like that. That's a bad sign. But it's just somebody. That's what I'm talking about. Not that old, but somebody that's a veteran that's kind of been around, didn't really get their shot yet, and give him a shot. And then we'll bring a young guy in behind it. We got Kyle Trask still. We'll see what he's been slow to develop, but he's been sitting behind Tom Brady for 3 years. You got to know something. You got to have saw something. Nah, Eric, I don't think Tom Brady's still another year. I don't think he's still another year. Because this is in his contract, so he can go wherever he want to go. If I was Tom Brady, I'm be honest with you. If I was Tom Brady, I would probably go back to New England. Because Mac Jones ain't it. I would go back to New England and play one more season. I will sign in New England for 1 year. And I will announce at the beginning of the season, this is it. And I will close out my year with New England, the team I started with, see where it go, retire, a New England Patriot. That's what I would do. Almost like LeBron. When LeBron went to Miami and all these different players, then he went back to the Cavs. Then he ended up with the Lakers and all that. But you see what I'm saying? The story, right? Go away and then come back, final season, announce it as your highlight, your farewell tour, see what you could do with the Patriots, get the old game back together and see what y'all can do. You've already proved that you can win without Bill Belichick. He hasn't proved that he can win without you yet. Go back, try to win one more with him, and then call it a game. Call it a career. Gino Marino. I like that. Gino Marino. Shout out to Gino, man. Everybody counted you out. He said coaching. That's why Gino's balling. See? There we go. There you go. Coaching. And then we can all see Russell Wilson wasn't who we thought he was. At least not this season, because that boy trash this season. So was it coaching? I'll go with Tyler Huntley. Yeah. I like that. I like that name. See, that's what I'm talking about. Somebody like that. And you need to look at them Raiders too, man. The Raiders, they trash right now. They might be up to try to, you know what I mean, let something go. Geno Smith says, "No, the last thing y'all won't hear about me is me getting my jaw broken." Oh, damn. All right. Hey, man, Tampa 2. Appreciate y'all riding with me, man. Come back here next week, and we'll see what's good with. We'll see if this is a tale of things to come or just a one-off. Is this what we're going to be going forward, or was that it? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hooligans. Peace.